You say Drake is your favorite artist. Cool. I know that because me and you speak off of here, right? A lot of people, gentlemen like you, that's the bar for everyone. Even when we talk about me, you bring up Drake, who is at the top of the food chain. My point being, every artist's job is not that. I've said that on this show before. Like, people have roles to play. Do I think that Wale shit is a flop because of what the numbers came in? I have to say yes because of, I know the Atlantic side. But as an artist
looks like he's taking all the blame,
but
right?
as
Am I wrong?
And that answered your question, right? Because you wanted to know how much of the blame Wale put on him.
I say 50-50. I say 50 goes to Atlantic, 50 goes to...
Who picked the Wayne single? Fuck all this y'all talking about. Who picked the Wayne single?
I'm not. My thing is, I'm not trying to point fingers. I'm trying to just focus
Atlantic,
on.
it's clear.
I'm trying to focus on where we at now. You talking about is a flop? I can't. You gotta understand.
Why don't you think it's a flop though?
I face
because we're artists.
I face my bad. I always wondered what would happen if I had a bad first week. I always, at the beginning of my career, and then, you know, I finally did, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm invincible now. I face my worst jump. And it's not so bad. My show, the tour show, my LA show sold out in 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? My LA show sold out in 6 hours. So I know I'm doing something right. I know what's going to happen, and then I believe in that album with all my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I understand there's a lot of people that haven't even heard it.
Here's a loaded
And
question.
another thing is, a lot of people. I've been in rooms. I remember Kendrick album came out. Shout out to Kendrick, man. He hit me up the other day talking about how he loved the album. And Top, man. Shout out to Top too. But a lot of people just like you hear certain artists and they'll listen to it like this. I ain't understanding. Let me try that. I ain't understanding. Let me try it again. I don't think I'm afforded that luxury, to me personally.
What you mean?
I don't think people is really listening sometimes. They might, they might be skewed by opinions. You know what I'm saying? They might be skewed by public perception. I never said I was a great person
Okay, I agree with that.
public, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think a lot of people is really giving certain things a listen. There's,
And how much do you think you contribute to that?
Have you heard CC White on the album?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I like it. I like the majority. I didn't really like the record with Wayne.
So what do you think about? When I asked you about CC White.
I like it.
Okay, what is it about?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
You don't remember what it's about?
I remember my favorite tracks on.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
You same way Joe said if Drake made My Love, you would be with no.
That's not true.
Hold on.
That's not true.
Point.
Not because he put that opinion in my mouth and now you're going off of that.
I don't agree with Joe.
Okay, so you say what he said.
Like that fucking My Love record if Drake made that record.
Okay, you know what I think about that record? Wale, when he does or he goes to Afrobeat, he sounds way more authentic than Drake. Unfortunately, for the US crowd that accepts it, they accept the polished version that Drake gives, which is watered down. He's too authentic with it. It actually sounds. Wale is the only artist that's in my African playlist. He sounds too authentic.
I don't want to talk about My Love just because I know that song's gonna go gold or platinum. I'm not gonna worry about that.
100%.
We're gonna talk about CC White. You don't know what that song's about. Now, I'm very sure. I'm very sure. The majority of the people that are watching this right now, the majority of my detractors haven't properly assessed what that song is about.
I can't remember what the song's about. I can't remember how it goes, truth be told.
I don't mean to call you out. Okay, first of all, here's my muse right here. It's cocaine, right?
What's this here?
It's cocaine.
They ain't cut the check, but okay.
It's cocaine. Cocaine. I come from Washington, D.C. Tony Lewis, Wayne Perry, Ray Follett, all of that stuff. I was down the street, very sheltered though, but African parents, everything. I know my history though, right? You got songs like Jay-Z, I Know. I'm sure you know that joint. I'm sure you know that joint is genius. You know what I'm saying? Even my song, Golden Salvation. What I want you to do first of all today is give me the same 30 minutes that you give Kendrick.
I did.
On just one song, Golden Salvation.
Okay.
Right? I'm rapping from the perspective of a Jesus Peace chain, right? I don't think, a couple, I know a lot of upcoming niggas like Mick Jenkins and, Smino, Golden Chaz Friends, these guys can do it, but I'm talking about a lot of the mainstream artists that you're championing right now. I don't believe in my mind that they're capable of making a record like Golden Salvation or CC White. Now to break down CC White, I'm talking about where I come from and I'm pretending that cocaine is an actual woman. A lot of people, that junk is going over their heads, and it makes me scratch my head, because if certain artists did that, there'd be all these think pieces. There'll be all of these things like, oh, this is, I didn't get that.
You bring up a very
and I get
interesting point.
This is the good part though. I don't mean to call you out. I know we got history. I hear the word of mouth. I know that you're no good for me. I hear the famous tales. They say you changed a little. I know the 80s made you rock hard. The 80s made you rock hard. You and I was just babies then. And her daddy named Ronald. He famous here. Reagan. Live close, but still a long way for here. The rumor go, the mayor had a thing for you, Marion Barry. And you and daddy both did him and Rayful in. Home record, just stating facts. She the reason some of my people don't got a dad. Gold digger, rich nigga just got to ask you. Was you lamb by his last at the draft? Taboo, cocaine white. Who knew she come through so paralyzed? Who knew she come through so ill-advised? Genocide, then gentrified us.
All of this is the best shit
and
ever.
She still be out here. And she still be out here.
All of this is the
from
best
the hood
shit
to
ever.
Hollywood.
If Big Sean wrote it. Okay. All of this
and
is the best shit ever.
She the coldest white bitch. She the coldest white bitch this side of town.
You're giving us a genius breakdown when you make great records.
Yeah, let me say that. Now let me say something. I say that to say this. I didn't say that to let you know I'm nice. Y'all should already know that. They know that I'm nice. But the fact of the matter is,
I'm talking about what's surrounding.
The song is special. So if it's not being heard,
okay.
I hope about maybe 5,000 of y'all watching this right now go check the song out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my dog Sid from Dreamville made the beat, man, and Maxwell for clearing the sound.
Wait. What? Who's from Dreamville made the beat? Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Stop everything.
What?
This nigga told me.
Who made the beat from Dreamville?
My man Sid. That's my dog.
Man. Because I want to talk about that whole exchange between these two niggas,
I want to just
man.
wrap up my cocaine white segment right there. All I'm just saying is, and Big Ghost did the second half with the breakdown, and DJ Money did the scratches. These are intricately wrote records. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I really be getting mad sometimes is because I write these songs to be super intricate. In my mind, I'm so ambitious, pun intended, that I want to do a short movie with Scorsese about the CC White and how it affected DC and what really went down with Rayful, what really went down with Wayne Perry, what really went down with Tony Lewis, what's really going on with mass incarceration. You know, that's one of Pusha T's initiatives. So I'm trying to write a real dope story, a potent song, and things like that on such a bright album. I'm trying to direct people to it, but the problem I think I have is creating awareness. You know, I don't think I'm not.
Do you think it's only creating awareness?
Wait,
Let me tell you something.
Wait, y'all niggas both long-winded. I want to ask a question.
The last thing, last thing.
Shut up.
Last thing, man.
I could have called out.
All right, so
you got the spectator views.
The first time I've been invited to Complex,
you flipped out
in a long time, is because of a perceived bad first week. So what does that tell you about the media?
That tells you Joe is here now.
That the media, it tells me that the media, a lot of media is that's what they want from Wale, is the negative.
No. Well, we were talking about you a lot, so it's only right.
Anybody.
It's only right we bring you up. No, on some real shit though. If we talking about you, right? It's cool. Like this platform
Y'all
really
see
for
Michigan
all these.
Files? Hey, look at my Michigan Files real quick. I don't want to be geeky. I don't want to be geeky, but shout out to Coach Harbaugh, man.
Hey,
okay.
But the reason why we got you up here is that we gonna talk about you, and again, we not getting your side. Joe knows you a little bit better. Like he might be giving some things that you might also think, but it's better if we have you here to defend yourself. Because again, you're probably sitting at home or you getting tweets like, "Yo, Akademiks is killing you." Because I told you my thoughts on.
I heard you showed out a little bit on it with that Twitch or something, but I'm not mad. I ain't tripping. Listen, let me tell you something, dog. I respect what you do. My respect for you is not necessarily. I have respect for you, but I respect what you do. You didn't even show your face until they started doing this, so I'm sure they gave you something, offer that you couldn't refuse. You ain't show. Hold on. I'm not trying.
I need to hear.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. And nobody saw you until this jump. Everybody, and a lot of people wasn't really rocking with you. And even where I'm from, my young boy, man, shout out to
I only kept fans rocking with me, and I got my fans rocking with me. Why
they're not gonna come out. They don't come outside. But,
Okay, well, yeah, I need to buy records and streaming records, don't they?
Shock Glizzy made a monumental statement,
Okay.
and all the youngers in DC follow. Okay. So let's just say you ain't gonna be selling too many merch or anywhere in Southeast, Northeast, Moco, Northern Virginia.
I like Shock Glizzy.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'm saying.
Let's just have Joe ask his question.
What can I ask?
Come on, Joe. Ask your question. Ask your question.
I want to go to a much darker time in life. Ambition. You mentioned it. You said pun intended. That chorus. Do you still believe that? Do you still believe? Because I was listening to that song. I was listening to that song over the weekend. It's one of my favorite songs by you.
Okay.
And it's one of my favorite MMG collaborations. That one record. And I said, God damn. I believe that Wale believed all of that when he said it. That's a lesson that we learn as artists in this game. They're not going to love you for your ambition.
Right.
Speak to that. How do you speak to some of those lessons?
You know why they're going to love me?
Not for your ambition?
I'm going to tell you why they're going to love me. Because I'm in my 5th album, and I'm literally about to grind like a nigga that's on SoundCloud and to show niggas. Like this one and this.
You should have been doing that though, right?
You don't got to sometimes. You don't got to. You got to worry about other things, you know?
You should have been doing most since your last album.
I had a daughter. No, not really. I mean, I just was. I
so
don't know. I had more
first
faith.
week?
I had more faith because I did an album with Jerry Seinfeld. Right. That's unprecedented. Jerry don't leave the house for under $1 million.
Okay.
Shout out to Lil Clean.
Did that have anything to do with Rock on Ross album?
I felt like maybe
that's why I wasn't.
I could get some more. Like I could gain more traction. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry on the album.
Yeah,
you don't feel like you had good momentum
like
coming
Lorne
off
Michaels
the album
and all that. Like I feel like I could do SNL. Like that's been something I've always wanted to do. SNL because it's my dream to bring a go-go band on SNL and then do some of the skits and stuff like that because that's the type of effect that I want to have musically. So when I did the album with Jerry, I just felt like maybe this is something that could be accomplished, or maybe some with Rolling Stone, or like maybe a little bit more with Complex. But I mean, even though they did the skits was very dope, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like it was just something that was so unique and it was so important because I don't think Jerry, like that's unprecedented. Like Jerry he's good with life, you know what I'm saying? And that was a little bit disappointing to me, but that also showed me that the people might just be, it's a lot of music going on. It's just a lot. It's really a lot. Like tomorrow there's gonna be a next one, and the day after there's gonna be a next one. It used to be like just by the summer. There was a couple of different ones every year.
Yeah, I mean to cut you off, but speaking of which, right, on that album, right, like I thought one of the dopest record conceptually was the helium balloon joint.
Right.
Right? Do you feel like the whole concept is basically as you try to grow bigger, they hold you back a little bit? Like it's your fans.
You gotta
right?
understand, man. I came in the game, dog, different than everybody. Different than everything. I'm not from the North. I'm not from the South. From the Middle East, right there. You know what I'm saying? That already made me different. I'm from DC. They don't really understand. They don't know nothing about us. And I come from go-go. You know what I'm saying? But I come from go-go, but I'm still studying Black Thought and Big Daddy Kane and Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and Lupe. I'm studying all of these people on my come up. So people don't really know if I'm a go-go, like novelty act, or if I'm a rapper, this, that, and the third. And then, my first records in DC, everybody know, the first 3 of them was ratchet. Niggas didn't even really know I could spit until, like, later down the line.
It wasn't that Gaga record.
You know what I'm saying?
I hated that
Yeah,
record.
well, I wasn't too fond of it, but at that point, I didn't want to say no to nobody.
It's a label.
And it's Gaga.
And they
and
love
it's
it.
Interscope.
And they love. I mean,
You're supposed to try that.
I don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my favorite, but I think we did what we was supposed to do with that joint. And it's even something I still perform on the tour now. They love. And Lady Gaga. That's the only rap record Lady Gaga has now. And that's another, like I said, it's another testament to what I do. I think I'm not very boisterous with my shit. I don't really throw shit in people's face. Like
You
I don't
just
walk
put
around.
your entire leg up to show us your Michigan Fives. That's boisterous.
Because that's more so like some understated shit. I'm not telling you.
I know, I'm just talking shit.
I could just be reminding niggas, and I'll do it now. Let's get boisterous.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna. I don't know if any rapper did a record with all 3 of them. They don't work with corny niggas. So you could tell your little 10, 15 people that's in your little
I don't
jump.
think it's 10 or 15, bro.
Well,